This is the IS-8, a Tier 9 Soviet tech tree heavy, a vehicle that grinds to the IS-7, which is a heavily armored beast. I've always found it a little weird that this tank goes to the IS-7 because there's really not a whole lot of similarities. The guns are incredibly different, this one featuring the same gun as an IS-4 in its terms of penetration and alpha damage. It also features very little armor, but a lot of mobility, which is somewhat similar. I mean, the IS-7 has decent mobility, but in terms of armor, they're not even remotely close. So I've always just found it a little weird that this is the Tier 9 that goes to the IS-7. But that doesn't mean it's a bad vehicle because it's different. In fact, far from it. The IS-8 is one of the stronger Tier 9s in the game if played properly. Now, it still requires a good map and sometimes a good team, but man, does this thing have a slapping gun. Not only does it have the highest heat pen for Tier 9 heavies at 374, which is actually more than the majority of Tier 10 heavies, but it also sits at a very solid 2,600 damage per minute. If you're running gun rammer, that's 2,800. I mean, that's literally Tier 10 high levels of DPM. Pair that with the fact the vehicle also now features tungsten shells. It's actually super duper dangerous. The only problem with the IS-8 is that it doesn't feature any armor, and it has 5 degrees of gun depression. Not even 6, 5 degrees. Personally, I think all Wargaming has to do to make this vehicle really solid is the same solution that I've given to the Object 260, which is give them more gun depression. The IS-8 could very easily get probably 7 degrees of gun depression, and it would make it a fairly flexible tank, and actually allow it to be pretty solid on any ridgeline. Unfortunately, right now, only 5 degrees means that, yeah, it's a pretty tricky tank to drive. It's still very solid, though, which we're hopefully going to showcase when we get into a battle. So here we are in battle number 1. Up against us, we are, oh boy, up against a lot of Tier 10s. The only Tier 9s being an E75 and an AMX-30 Proto. What do they have? TVP 62A Stritzvon, IS-7, and a 183. Okay, they got a very strong lineup. Now, we don't have a 183, so we are in a advantage here, but we have a no camo Caro, so we are at a disadvantage, especially because our Caro is going to the... Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, well, I'm going to be brutally honest. The chances of winning this game have gone down substantially. I would say they are in the maybe 40 to 35% range. These are the kind of games where you can just see that things aren't going well when they start off. But, I don't know, they got some bad players as well. We see an E75 camping all the way in the spawn, but our Type 71 has gotten spotted. Not surprised at all. Let's see. So 183 off to the side. Oh, they got another player camping. Alright, well, let's aim it on the TVP. There you go. Nice 440 damage shot into his vehicle. Yeah, our AMX is already dead. Okay, well, that's pretty bad. There's the 62A off to the side. Unfortunately, I did not pen the shell onto the enemy. But we're going to push up here a little bit. Let's cross it. There you go. Nice. Okay, we did make it across. IS-7's off to the side. Let's see. Let's see. Well, they are down to Stritzvon K, which is actually pretty good for us. 62A's off to the side. We got a 183 over here. There you go. Nice shot into the 183. 460 damage. Let's see. Is the TVP going to send our WZ? The TVP does send the WZ. Interesting decision. Let's see. I'm going to put on my tungsten, and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice shot into the TVP. Okay, you know what? It's not actually a full-on disaster yet, but it's not looking good either. We got the AMX in the back. Come on, 62A, poke it. Come on. You know you want to. Well, we also got the 183 over here. And the 75. There you go. We got our tungsten shot right before the E75 got into cover. So, nice. We are doing okay, actually. We might win this. Just because the chances of winning this game were much lower doesn't mean that it was unwinnable. That's one thing I always want to point out. Sometimes people are like, well, you said you weren't going to win and you did. I mean, yeah, sometimes games that look like losses can still be wins. We got the 183 who just absolutely crapped on us, but let's be real. I'm a heavy. I got a lot of health. I can take a shell from that 183. The 183 cannot take another shell from us, and I'm going to load a heat shell just to confirm it. Goodbye. Long live the 183. See, that's just a positive trade for me, because He's dead. I'm not. We're going to get a slap into the IS-7. Nice roll as well, 460. We're up to 2,800 damage dealt at this point. We're just going to cut a little bit to the side here so the 62A bounces us. Now we're going to try and push the 62A. Now something you'll notice about the IS-8 is that it features very good mobility, reaching a top speed of 45 kilometers per hour. Now unfortunately, my 62A is getting in our way, but maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get a shell into the AMX. They're going to run this way, so I'm going to cut over here. Come on. I'm hoping that we are fast enough to catch out these... Oh! I didn't think he was going to go high. That's a big L from me. All right, let's give him a good old love tap. There you go. And sweet. Yeah, I thought he was going to go just down low and run away, because that would be logical, but he just drove right into us. I'm not going to complain. We won, and we did over 3,000 damage. 3,187. It's a great example of the high penetration, solid DPM, and good accuracy that the IS-8 features. We didn't make a huge example of the tungsten shells, but we did pen 2 shots with it, dealing about 1,000 damage with both rolls, so it's pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I really thought this was going to be a loss. We had not the best players. The AMX died within the first couple seconds. WZ, oh boy. Yeah, we did not have good players. I'm going to be real. Like, I was not wrong on guessing our team's overall skill and capabilities. Whenever you see a full team going to A side on Rockfield, you can expect them to be below 50%. And as I said in the past, I don't have a problem with bad players in this game. I wish they would learn and focus their efforts on getting better, especially if you have thousands of battles in the game. But at the end of the day, there's nothing I can really do to change who they are as players. So it's not like I'm mad at them. It's just a fact that if you have bad players on your team, the chances of winning are going to be decreased. So let's see. What do we have here? Another tier 10 battle. Bruh. I just want to chill, fight some tier 8s. Obviously, every tier 9 hopes they fight tier 8s because it's a lot easier of a situation. Up against us, we have a Kampfpanzer 50-ton, WZ-132-1, Batchat, and an AMX 30B. The mediums are going to be the big problem here. So I'm going to head over towards the medium side to try and help these players out. They have 4 mobile tanks. We have 3. Oh boy, what is our 62A doing? That's the same 62A as the one we had in our previous game. I know that because of the camo he's running, which means that he's not going to instill that much confidence in me, but we'll see. I'm going to... Oh, interesting. I was very tempted to rush the WZ, but I'm not going to. I feel like with that WZ over there, it'll be much more important to push over towards this side of the map. Let's see. The Batchat is rushing my teammate. We're going to put on our tungsten. Actually, no, we're not. We don't need tungsten. We're not going to kill him with that roll anyway. Let's just push up over here. Oh, never mind. We might be screwed. All right, let's put on our tungsten now. Get a nice shot into the IS-8. We need to back out of here as fast as possible. 268 is going to bounce us. Woo! Very, very lucky bounce. All right, got another nice shot out. 30B's not looking at me right now, but I really don't like this. This is looking like a mighty big L. Let's aim in another shell on the KPZ. There you go, nice 450 damage roll. 268's going to try and pen us. Nothing I can really do about that. Where's my mediums? That's all I'd like to know right now. Like, where did they go? We're going to get rushed by the 30B, which is really unfortunate. Let's just see if we can get another pen out. You know what? I'm going to finish off this 268. Please? It low rolled. Okay, you know what? He did still die. Please, please, let me live. Yes! Yes, we're not going to die. Yes! Yes! No! No, kill him, 62. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh my god. How did we live this? I have no clue. Well, we made the right maneuver here. We distracted for our team, and even though they didn't really support us, oh man, I have no clue how we lived here. That is insane. Alright, well there you go. Good example of the IS-8's capabilities, right? Alright, we got the E75, ST1. We're just going to make our way over there. We do have a dead engine, so, yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get any more damage out. We should, though. We should be able to get at least one more shell, judging that the E75 is full health. But you never know. The 2 and 5 is going to roll behind him, and the Batchat's about to clip him. Come on, we can get one shell out, and bonk. I'll take it. 430 damage, not too bad. I could have waited for my tungsten, but I just wanted to make sure we could get just a little bit extra. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 very solid games in the IS-8. That second one was a lot more hectic than our first game, but hey, we still got a win out, which is crazy to honestly think. 3,500 damage. I'm hoping we get an ace for that. Second class, brah. We definitely carried that game for our team. We distracted that 268 to a point where he killed himself to shoot at us. The 30B basically died to shoot at me, and the Conf Panzer killed himself as well. I mean, we were definitely the major reason why that game ended up being a win. But oh well. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.